Rooster up. It has been a minute since I've done a video. I've just hadn't really been inspired to do much of nothing. Kind of walking the trenches with the situation I got myself into with this company that I work for. It was all nice when I first started, but as time goes on, things change. This last week, we lost Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan and that Mandretti dude that plays the guitar or whatever he played, and some other female that was famous. I didn't know who she was, so the world lost a few great people right there, back to back to back. Basically, I'm just jumping on here to say I'm still kicking, I'm still at it. Oh, world of trucking, fuel prices is up, freight rates ain't changed. Of course, you listen to some people, they'll tell you, oh, freight rates is down. No, they're not. It just costs you more to do your job because fuel prices is up. I'm gonna be honest with you, I voted for Trump because things are supposed to go for the better with Trump. That ain't necessarily happened, has it? Kind of a kick in the ass, if you ask me. You get all these people supporting you and backing you, and you tell them you're gonna do good for them, and then turn around and you turn out to be just like Joe Biden or Obama, or I can't say Clinton because I tell you, I made some damn good money with Clinton. Ran the wheels off of a truck with Clinton. During COVID, I made really good money when dumbass closed the country down. Wasn't allowed to do nothing. Everybody had to stay at home. I moved a lot of goods, flatbed. Made a lot of good money. Of course, all you people was locked up in your house thinking you couldn't even open a window. So, hey, that was good for us. Just kind of depressing out here. This last couple months, I've been hearing, oh, they firing thousands and hundreds of thousands of truck drivers. All I got to say about that's good. Very good. But let me tell you, this is the rule book. This one beat up. It's been with me for a minute. But that is a federal safety rule book. Right here in the first few pages, I ain't got my glasses on, so I can't read it. Right here within the first few pages, it plainly states, you must read and write the English language and understand what is going on. Because when you get stopped, they want to be able to communicate with you, and by they, I mean whoever stops you, whatever police department stops you. They want to know who you are, where you're from, where you're going to, where you're coming from. All that's very important information in getting their job done. It has nothing to do with your constitutional rights. I've seen videos on here where truck drivers say, constitutionally, I don't have to. Guess what? Yeah, you do. So when you sign that piece of paper to get them CDLs, you said you was going to obey the law, and the law is you will cooperate with the law. So by not cooperating with the law, you're actually violating the law, which when you violate the law, guess what you do? You give up your constitutional rights. Because when they put your ass in jail, the only right you have is to be fed and to be out of harm. That is it. You ain't got no more rights besides that. They will get you an attorney if you cannot afford one. Other than that, you are screwed. And it could be literally. So, these rights people, and I'm not going to sit here and say that every cop on the highway is just the excellent cop, the cream of the crop, whatever. Because I ain't. A lot of them jokers out there, they will just beat you down and mess you up just because they can, because they got that badge and that gun. They get stupid just like truck drivers get stupid. So there you go. Biggest thing is, know your role. Stay in your lane. Don't do stupid stuff and you won't win stupid prizes. And that is a big statement right there. You need to understand that statement. Don't do stupid stuff, you won't win stupid prizes. And everybody, and I mean everybody from all walks of life, need to study that statement and follow that statement. Watching a video a while ago, we just had a shooter up north there, walked into a building. He shot the cop that was protecting the building. Then he walked in, he shot 3 other people. 4 people altogether died. I think he shot like 9 or 10 altogether, wounded. His stupid prize was death. They killed him. Supposedly he left a note behind that says, I got that disease a football player gets. I forget the name of it, but he wanted to donate his brain to science. Well, whoever shot him should have shot him in the damn head. That way there wouldn't have been nothing left for science to even think about looking at, because he's an idiot. Just a pure idiot. That is no way to solve anybody's problems. Now, before you jump on me about you anti-gun, no, I am pro-gun. I live in a pro-gun state. I live in a state where you don't have to have a concealed carry permit. Do you realize that? The state of Florida has a right to carry. You don't have to have that concealed permit. Do I carry? Not yet. Am I going to start carrying? Most definitely. Because the older I get, the harder it is to heal from a fight. And I'm tired of fighting. You come at me aggressively, I'm going to drop you. That's all there is to it. And is it me being a pussy? Nope. It's me getting older. The older I get, the less of a life sentence means to me. So, with this trucking crap, it just is what it is. It's always going to be the same, because none of us going to bind together and make a difference. And what I mean by that is, you ain't going to get a company driver to go out with an owner-operator. You ain't going to get an owner-operator to go out with a company driver for any kind of strike. Because just like these guys that I work for, you can't deal with them, because honestly they think they know everything, but they pay just enough to keep you coming back next week. And that's for owner ops and company guys. They pay just enough to keep you coming back next week. Not enough to quit, or not so little to quit, not enough to get ahead, just enough to keep coming back. But, and this is a message to them, I've been out here for a long time. Long time, probably longer than most of y'all been alive. And I've seen these large companies grow. I mean, get super mega big, grow, just get huge. Warner, J.B. Hunt, Snyder, Swift, I'm probably missing a whole bunch. U.S. Express, Prime Inc. Just they grow and they get huge companies. And then one day you stop seeing their trucks on the road. I mean, you'll see one every once in a while, but you don't see them like you used to see them. They forgot one thing. A driver will make or break you. It could be one driver, it could be 50 drivers, it could be 5,000 drivers. And what's happened with these companies, because I've been with big companies as they went out, they got so big they forgot that drivers have needs. We've got the need to make money. Come out here, get on the road, make our money, and go home. That's our needs. Make our money and go home. You can ask all these drivers in the parking lot, what is your interest in the trucking industry? Make money. Go home. Smart would say don't kill nobody in between. That's me. I'm going to try not to kill anybody in between. But back to my point, this guys that I'm with has done and growed to the point where they ain't giving two craps about the drivers out here and what we're going through and what we're dealing with. They don't care if I come or go. It's hard to get things done to the truck. It's hard to communicate with them. Hell, it's hard to get equipment for their trailer. Just last week, I needed 4 straps to go and get a load because the trailer was short on straps because jackasses don't know how to attach a 4-inch strap to the side of the trailer so it could travel down the road without it spooling off. So it's missing a whole bunch of straps. I got a whole bunch of them over in my floatboard because I stopped by a terminal and got them. Anyways, back to my point. I went to the truck stop. I called them up. I said, hey, I need 4 straps. Go through the shop. Get your straps through the shop. I hung it up and walked to the shop. Love's Truck Stop don't sell portable straps, 4-inch straps, ratchet straps, nothing else. I said, we only do mechanical work. Okay? I called these jackasses back. I said, hey, they don't sell straps. I said, I need a different way to get them straps out of the truck stop. Well, you just got to drive around till you find a truck stop that sells straps through the shop. I was in Georgia, and I don't know if y'all have ever driven through Georgia, but sometimes you can drive for a long ways and not find a truck stop. And where I was at, there was a Love's, then there was a TA Express, and then 40 miles down the road was another Love's, and then another 40 miles down the road was a Pilot that's going up 85. Pilot has no shop, and then there's a couple other truck stops closer to Atlanta you get. The 2 closest shops to me was Montgomery, Alabama, or Atlanta, which it was 6 of one, half dozen the other. This was on a Wednesday. I'd done and been out for over a week and a half. I was rolling up on 2 weeks. So this was Wednesday. Like I said, I was almost out of hours. I had about 45 minutes left on my 70 for that day, so I went to bed. The next morning I woke up, I had 6 hours on my log, on my 70. I called back in. I said, y'all gonna get me them straps this morning? They said, no, you gotta go find a shop. I hung up the phone. I put the truck in gear. I went home. I was home Thursday through Monday morning. Phone was ringing off the hook. I didn't answer. I let that sumbitch go. I sent them to voicemail every time. So that's what you got to do with these jackasses from time to time, because they'll take advantage of you. And here's the deal with the load. If I would have went the 150 miles either way to get the straps, and I'd have had to travel 150 miles back. That's 300 miles of my money being spent. Going from where I was at to the house was 360 miles, so that's 60 extra miles. By the time I got the straps, got back to get the load's already late because I'd have had to pick it up at 6 o'clock Thursday morning to deliver it by 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon because they wanted it the same day. To deliver it that afternoon, which going to getting straps coming back, I wouldn't have been able to do it, period. So the load was already shot from the get-go. Right off the bat that morning, the load was shot. It was done. It was over. So I wasn't concerned about the load whatsoever. And before y'all jump on here, well, you should have had the equipment before you went up in there. Look, normally I carry extra straps with me, but like I said, dumbasses don't know how to put the hooks on the side of the trailer, tighten the strap down a little bit so they don't unspool going down the road. I done and used up all my extra straps on other trailers pulling other loads. Truck's been in and out of the shop, getting repairs. I haven't had a chance to replenish my straps up here in the truck, put on these trailers. And it seems like I'm the only one that does it, and I'm tired of doing it. And most of my loads, I pull the chains off the back of the truck out of the headache rack, and I chain that crap down. So I don't use a whole ton of straps. So, you know, there you go. Most of my shit's done chains. But every once in a while, I will hook up on a load that I need straps. I need a whole bunch of straps. And that just happened to be one of them. So like this load that I got on now, same trailer. I ain't putting no more straps on it. Just had what it had. I think it had 8 straps. I got 2 crates right up front. And y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about, but on these towers, they put long rods into the ground, and then a washer. Once they get it down there, they put a washer, they concrete it, washer, and a big nut, and they nut that thing to the ground. So I got a load of those things on going up here into Kentucky, and the damn things are hollow. When I picked the load up, I said, "Can I use chains on this?" The guy said, "No, man." I said, "Why not?" He goes, "That stuff's hollow." He goes, "You put a chain on it, you'll bend it." I was like, "Oh, hell." So, all right. So I was scrambling around. I needed straps. Luckily, I wasn't that far from a terminal down there in Mobile, Alabama. So I said, "Look, worst case scenario, I'm going to drop my trailer out here in your yard, run over there, pick up some straps, come back, get it, haul butt with it." The guy was like, "Okay, fine. You know, do what you need to do." But he loaded it in such a manner, because he seen what I was talking about. He loaded the load in such a manner to where I had actually 1 strap extra on the trailer. I still went by the terminal and got some extra straps. And I'm going to put probably 3 of them on this trailer before I drop it wherever I drop it tomorrow. If I drop it. Because I'm just that way. I'm not. I ain't some jackass. So, but I'm going to keep 3 of them up here in the truck. That way, if I run across that situation again, I got straps to pull. I can pick up the load and go. So basically, I'm just jumping on here to rant just a little bit. Say that Trump, you're jacking us around, dude. You're hurting us. This ain't what I fucking voted for. And it sucks, dude. I mean, it really sucks. You need to pull your head out your fat ass and look around. The American people is struggling. And it's all of us. So, I mean, it's the rich along with the poor. We all struggling. And you say, the rich don't matter. Well, you don't work for it. If you work for a poor man, you're the dumbest son of a bitch on earth. I don't work for people to where I say, am I going to get paid? I don't worry about my paycheck, because I know my paycheck going to hit on Friday. They're going to tell me Wednesday what I made, and Friday it's going to hit the bank. And it is 100% accurate. I got a little notebook down there. I keep track of my revenue. So I make sure that shit's accurate, and it has been spot on. They have not messed with me. Now they have, I've owed repairs for the truck, and they have taken out extra for that without telling me, and we fought about that. So we have really fought about that. But other than that, they haven't screwed me out of money, so to speak. But you got to keep an eye on them like everybody else, because this trucking world, they'll bend you over and pop it to you and won't use no grease. And, well, that's a hard way of doing life. And another thing, 3 times this last couple of weeks, I've had truck drivers try to pass me and then realize they either wanted that exit or they was fixing to run a scale house. Damn Swift driver was fixing to run the ag station. They're coming out of Florida. damn near getting my hood. Well, here's the long and short of it. Next one that tries it, you might as well be on the phone with 911 because we fix to be in one hell of an accident because I ain't gonna let off. I know I'm in a slow truck. I was in the right lane. I was doing what I was supposed to do. Just because you're stupid and you didn't listen to your trainer, never had one of those. You know, when you was in puppy school and you didn't listen to your trainer, don't mean that you get the shit all over my parade. So, this is to you guys that's cutting other guys off. The next one that tries it with me, I'm not going to lift off the accelerator. And this truck ain't all censored up to where it does that safety brake. Doesn't do that. I'm going to run through your goddamn trailer. I'm tired. And then I'm going to see you because I got a camera. I got 2 cameras on the dash, matter of fact. So it will prove who's at fault. And I'm going to be retired at that point. Alright, well, I've ran my mouth long enough. I hope y'all are having a great Tuesday. Rooster up. Live the best life. Don't be a jackass. And do what you can to improve yourself.